Hello, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is the Sun Woman. Thank you so much for joining me and my channel for August 2023 readings. Please take a moment to like and share this video if it resonates with you, and to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification button. Please also take a look at the video that I uploaded earlier, which is the behind the scenes video, which is going to give you more information about the current transits that we're reviewing, as well as how I do my readings, the behind the scenes on that. And finally, the star of the show, which is Venus retrograde this month. And I break down the three phases of Venus and kind of give you an idea of what those energies are about and how we can navigate that Venus retrograde, for the best outcomes for August. Okay. So this reading is going to be based on that breakdown that I do of Venus retrograde. I talk about the three phases of Venus. The first phase is the releasing phase of what's old, outdated, disempowering in our lives. That's July 22nd last month through to August 13th of this month. We have phase two, which is the reset period, where we're asking ourselves and trying to define what it is that we really want in our lives, or who it is that we really want in our lives that resonates with our needs. And then the third phase of Venus retrograde, which is August 18th through to September 6th, and that's going to be the rebirth phase. That's when we're setting new goals, new beginnings. We're resetting our value system. We're resetting what makes us feel loved, happy, what means romance to us, what our financial, focus is going to be, how to use money, how to save money, our attitude toward money. These will be reborn, so to speak. It's a period where we can start fresh and new, and that starts August 18th. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out the cards. I'm going to do a 9-card reading here for Taurus. I'll lay down 9 cards and then let you know what those mean in the positions that they're in. Okay, I just want to make sure that I'm reading the cards right side up. Okay, so we have the first 3 cards, which is phase 1. The next cards, which are phase 2 of Venus retrograde this month, and the last 3, which are part of phase 3. Okay, I'm going to turn the deck over, but before I do that, I just want to say that for you, the sun is in Leo, Taurus, and that's going to be falling in your 4th house. Your 4th house is activated this month with Venus in retrograde in that same 4th house. We know the 4th house has to do with our home, family, where we live, our spiritual home, the foundations of our life, our family, who we live with, or our immediate family. It is also, it's the very base of our chart. So it's what makes us feel at home, what that foundation means to us. So it's physical home, the people we live with, our parents, our family members, as well as our physical location where we live. Okay, so that's going to be highlighted for you. And then there's a full moon in your 10th house in Aquarius, and that's going to be that is happening August 1st. So the first week of the month may be an emotional time when it comes to your home and family situation, as opposed to your, how you are seen in the world, your prestige, your reputation. There could be a conflict between what you are experiencing internally or in your home base versus the way that you want to be projected and seen by the world. Okay. The new moon is on August 16th. That is going to be again in your 4th house in Leo. So there may be a new beginning around that time, mid-month. Some of you could be moving to a new location, buying a home, selling a home, a new family member coming to live with you, moving in with somebody, relocating. So all home and family situations covered by the 4th house. And then you have right now, you have Mars in Taurus in your sign, and that's your 1st house, and that's going to be trine Virgo in your 5th house. So that's a really positive aspect for expansion and growth. Some of you, through a creative endeavor, could be expanding, your own personal brand or your own personal reputation. So it could be something, very significant for you, and especially where finances are concerned. Okay. So, also through your children, there could be some luck and good fortune through your kids and a creative endeavor, or even a dating partner, someone not long term who you've been in a relationship for years, but maybe someone that you're currently involved with who is someone that you started dating. That person could really inspire you and really make you feel good and help expand your horizons on some level through that romance, through that connection. All right, so let's take a look at what's at the base of the deck. We have the Eight of Cups at the base here. So, yeah, they're moving on. So, some of you are moving on from something. I did talk about moving on, possibly relocating. So, some of you could be moving location, but there's something that you are trying to let go of, and that makes sense for this Mercury retrograde. I'm sorry, this Venus retrograde period. Mercury, by the way, is going to be retrograde on the 23rd of August as well. So, we have double retrogrades. There really is a need to pull within, right? To focus on the internal aspects of life as opposed to aggressively getting out there and, with your ambitions. There will be a time for that. September will be good for that. But right now, it's an internalized energy. Don't try and do too much. Okay. So the Eight of Cups could be you walking away from things that you were previously involved with that no longer have meaning to you, and moving on to sunnier horizons, or to things that have now new meaning. Okay, so the first three cards we have, this Page of Wands is coming up over and over and over again in this first week of the Mercury retrograde. It's amazing. The Queen of Wands is coming up again as well, and the Eight of Swords. Okay, so what are you releasing? What's old, outdated, and disempowering that you need to release for this this Venus retrograde? I keep saying Mercury, but this Venus retrograde. Well, um, I think it has to do with your reputation. I think it might have to do with a child, or something in reference to a child. It also could be the way that you communicate. You may need to find a new way of communicating, and there's definitely a need. And it's interesting because talking about releasing, the Eight of Swords is here, so there's definitely a need for you to release yourself from something that is holding you back. I think that the interesting thing about the Eight of Swords is that we look like we're bound, but we're not really. We can release ourselves at any time from this limitation, this restriction, but there needs to be a new way. You have to recognize that you have the power to release yourself, and then you can do so. She is fully free. She's not tied up here. She's not blinded. But when she looks in the mirror, she sees herself that way. So you perceive yourself in a way that maybe does not even reflect the true reality of who you are and what's going on in your life. Okay. The Page of Wands is here. There is some kind of new spark of creativity. The Page of Wands can also talk about, and this particular card as well in this deck, she is releasing the baton. She's releasing the wand. So she's throwing something up in the air with the expectation that she's going to catch it. But it may be the need to just throw something out there, right? Something that represents you. Maybe it's whatever it could be. Maybe it's a book, maybe it's a video, maybe it's a website, maybe it is a performance, or maybe it's putting yourself out there in the public eye. It's something that you're going to need to allow yourself to release so that you can start fresh. Page of Wands is about fresh information, messages coming in, emails, text messages, phone calls. Okay, so there is opportunity for communication here that is going to help free you and release you from whatever this is, this energy that is binding you. Okay, that is not really real. It is more perceived by your own mind. Okay, so sometimes we have to release ourselves from our own thoughts that are holding us back, our own perceptions that are affecting us. The Queen of Wands says that you have the ability to manifest something new. You have power, you have gifts, you have fire, you have energy. This is also a queen who is a fire sign energy, so that could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Someone in those signs could be significant in your life at this time. This is super creative queen. It could be a male, a male as well. Gender is not important here. It's the energy that a person is working through. But look at all the fire around. Look at all the candles. She has lit all of these candles. Okay, she did it herself with that spark, that flame that she's holding in her hand. She doesn't need a match. If you look at the wand, this is not a matchstick. This is not a torch. It's not, it's a wand, but she has the fire in her own hand. So this is saying don't depend on someone else, or don't necessarily depend on the traditional way of doing things in order to create your breakthrough, right? What you have and what you can do is in your own hands. And I love that energy. Okay. It may be just a realization, it may be you finally realizing, listen, I do have the power to be able to affect change and create the life that I want, but I have to exercise that power. Okay. So the next phase of Venus is from August 13th to August 18th. That's the reset phase. Let's see. What are you resetting? What is it that you're deciding that you really want? Or who is it that you're deciding that you really want or that you need in your life? And okay, so interesting. Okay, so this is interesting. So some of you could be choosing between two people here. I do see a King of Pentacles here, and I'm going to move this over. And I see a King of Swords here. So I ask the question, what is it or who is it that you want in your life? Well, some of you may need to make a decision. The Three of Wands is in the middle here, and it's funny how she's in the middle of these two energies, okay? And not only that, but they are both looking at her. She's the focus of attention, okay? Um, they are focused, they are looking in her direction. Okay, so she's the focus. So there is something that you're waiting for, or someone could be waiting for you. There is an expectation. I love how she's standing on the shore and she's looking off onto the horizon. What is she waiting for? She's waiting for maybe a boat. She's got her surfboard. She's waiting for a wave, more than likely, right? She's waiting for the perfect wave to take her where she needs to go. She's strong, she's brave, and she's ready. She has her board and she's ready to surf. So it could be you waiting to make a decision between two people or two situations. The King of Pentacles is the king of money. He is financially sound. He's financially set. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is a CEO. This is a banker. This is a stockbroker. This is a landowner. He is someone who knows how to make money, knows how to keep it, knows how to grow his money, his reach, his material success. He's extremely relaxed, so he's all set, right? And he has this amazing library here. So there's a great deal of wisdom. He's gained a lot of knowledge from all these books that he's read. He has his faithful companion here, whether, I don't know if that's a husky or a Malamute or a German Shepherd, but his faithful companion is here. So he is set. He has everything and everything he needs, everything he wants. But he has his eyes set on this figure in the Three of Wands. Let's talk about the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is a different energy. He's very intellectual. There is a true, it's about the mind for him. It's about the intellect. It's about concepts, ideas. Super, super intelligent person, extremely wise. He is an air sign, so that is Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Very different from the King of Pentacles, that Earth. This is someone who he also may have risen to the the top of whatever it is that he does. He has his sword here, so he's ready for battle. He's ready to slay dragons. He's ready to go to war if he has to, but he would rather use his mind to figure out a strategic way to achieve his goals rather than warfare. Okay. Um, there's another sword here, and let me see, is that feathers? There are feathers. Oh no, that is a dragonfly. Oh wow. So he's got a bunch of creatures here that he communes with in nature. They communicate with him. He communicates with them. They're all his familiars. They all speak with him. And so he is able to channel information and knowledge from his spirit guides, his totems, animals. He's very smart. He can be very detached as well, though. He may like spending time alone. He enjoys his own company. Um, and it may it's going to be a different approach for the King of Swords, the way that he would approach you, or the way that you would approach his interest. Okay, so very interesting here. You maybe there may with the Eight of Cups here, you could be leaving this King of Pentacles energy and moving towards the King of Swords energy. With Venus retrograde, please remember that, people can come back into our lives, exes, lovers, people that, got away, the one that got away. So you could have multiple people coming back into your life that want to try and reconnect with you. It's going to be important for you to do what the figure in this card is doing, is kind of wait a little bit, let people reveal themselves, figure out if those who come back are better left in the past, because that's where, because the decisions you made were the right decisions, or those who you didn't have a chance with, you might have another opportunity, another go round. Okay. But just be careful with that, because again, love, romance, those things are unstable this month. So someone may come in and go out as quickly when Venus goes forward. Same thing with Mercury retrograde. There could be miscommunications, misunderstanding, especially about love and, emotional matters. All right. Um, let's see. Let's talk about the third phase, the last phase of Venus retrograde. We have the Chariot. Nice. We have the Knight of Wands now. Okay, we've got a bunch of court cards here. And we have the Nine of Cups. Very nice. Okay, so there was something else that I was going to mention here. Yeah, what I was going to say is that you have a lot of court cards: Page of Wands, Queen of Wands, King of Pentacles, King of Swords. Now here's the Nine of Wands. So this could be a month where you're very busy communicating with a lot of people. A lot of people are in the mix. A lot of people have opinions. A lot of people, there may be people offering love, offering, ideas, opportunities, suggestions, recommendations. So just make sure that whatever decisions you make, you do make them based on your own um, discerning mind. Okay. Like I said, vet those offers very carefully before you sign on the dotted line. Okay. But you have the Chariot. So the Chariot is about control. It's a Cancer card, so some of you may have, and again, some of you may have air in your chart or earth in your chart. Well, yes, you are Taurus, so that is definitely, that could be a manifestation of you as well. You could have fire in your chart. The Chariot here is a Cancer card, so there could be Cancer strong in your chart as well. This is about keeping things balanced, keeping opposing energies on an even keel. Maybe it's these opposing people in your life, right? Who you need to kind of stay balanced while you're trying to figure out, who it is you want to be with, or who resonates with you, or who is really who. who's authentic. So I feel that in that latter part of August, where we have that rebirth, that those new beginnings, you can start a new chapter. You are still going to be uh, successfully, I think, balancing a lot of energy. I do see movement here, so there could be travel here, in the cards for you. Could be a lot of moving back and forth. So some of you could be commuting, or I did say with the Eight of Cups that is a movement card as well, moving from one place to the next, moving on to something better and greater. Um, this is successfully being able to balance, the chariot rider. This is great because he's not inside the chariot, he's sitting on top. He's not even sitting, he's just kind of balanced there on top. So how is it that he is able to direct these wild horses, these stallions? And does he have a rein? Yeah, I don't even see that he has reins. He is just able to guide them through his mental strength, through sheer force of will. So that may be what you are doing, guiding and directing opposite energies through your sheer force of will toward the end of the month. The Knight of Wands is here, and that does say that this is another travel card because the Knight moves very quickly. So, and the Nine of Cups here, got to give some respect to the Nine of Cups because this is a wish coming true card. This is a yes card. This is wishes fulfilled card. So I think that there may be very fast motion in that last week of August towards your goal, towards something that you are hoping for. Okay, which is a really good sign. And it's as a result of you being able to have held on, controlled the situation, kept things balanced, kept an even keel. The chariot is not only balance of outer forces, but also your inner self, your inner emotions, right? So you could have conflicting emotions. You could have a lot of turbulent thoughts, emotional, a lot of, different emotions that you're holding within at the same time and needing to really hold and control those emotions so that you can make the right decisions that are not based on emotions. So I do think that you're going to be successful in doing that. And as a result, there's going to be fast movement toward whatever this desire is, this hope and dream that you have. Love this because there is a treasure chest here. So whatever it is that you're moving toward is going to be of considerable value to you, whatever that might be. And joy. There's joy and happiness here. There's satisfaction. There is, she's jumping for joy. So there's a celebration at the end of August here for you. Okay. Um, yeah, so those are the messages. Let me go ahead and pull one more card. This is going to be the Tao Oracle card. This is your advice card for August 2023. What is the advice here for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising? What is the advice for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for August 2023? What does the Oracle have for Taurus? All right, so I'm going to pull. Let me see. Two are trying to come out. I'm going to take them for you, Taurus. Why not? Okay. So let's see. We have the Cauldron and then we have Abundance. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful cards. So the Cauldron, that really talks about, this is a very spiritual card. So this talks about spiritual depths, having a very, having significant depth of spiritual power. Okay, so deep that it's as deep as a cauldron. A cauldron is something that, which is brew, stir up a brew, but it's a huge, big, heavy pot. And within that heavy pot of brew is your spiritual power. Let me read off some of the words here: inner alchemy, mastery, spiritual renewal, beautiful, consecrate. So there is a consecration of something here. Contain, rejuvenation, beautiful. That's that rebirth, new beginnings, new chapters, discerning wisdom. So, I'm going to read this card in a minute, which speaks for itself, abundance, but this cauldron really describes this entire journey that you're taking through the month of, mastering something, having, using discernment, containing your energy, spiritual renewal, you know, um, inner alchemy. It's happening from an internal standpoint. And as a result of that, you have the abundance card here. Love this number 55 card. This is 50 is the cauldron, 55 is abundance. And here are the key words: plenty, profusion, generosity, fertility, ripeness, inner riches, reaping rewards, culmination, and harvest. So that's fantastic. I love that for you, Taurus, because that perfectly aligns with this Nine of Cups. A harvest, a culmination, those inner riches, reaping those rewards, that final wish coming true. People being generous towards you. Generosity is there, and you being generous towards others, right? Giving back whatever has been given to you, helping to give that back into the universe. Profusion, meaning just an overabundance, like a profusion of flowers in the garden, just an overabundance of flowers. And plenty. What more could you ask for than to have your needs, your wishes, and your needs taken care of? And so it looks like that is what is on tap for you for August, Taurus. Okay, so even with the retrogrades, even if Venus retrograde, and by the way, Venus is your ruler. Okay, so when Venus goes retrograde, it's going to affect you and Libra, who it is also ruler for. Maybe a little more, a little deeper. It's the opportunity for maybe a more profound transformation for you during the Venus retrograde. But it looks like the outcome is a good one. It looks like you're going to, hold on to and masterfully be able to direct unstable energies that these retrogrades bring to a really positive and blessed outcome. Okay. All right, Taurus, that has been your reading for August 2023. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. Please like and share this video and subscribe to the channel. And again, wish you all good things. I will see you in September. I wish you love, peace, and joy, and I will see you again soon. Have a blessed month. Bye-bye.